Hello YouTube, this is Sweet Susie and I'm doing Arwen Lynch Pose Tarot Tag 15. The first question of the 15 question tag is, what is your current favorite deck? And mine right now is Journey of the Hidden Realm by Barbara Moore and Julia Jeffrey. It's got a very pagan feel to it. And a lot of the cards that I didn't normally like in a regular Rider-Waite-Smith type theme deck, I really like in this one. Like the Three of Swords. This one is the Star. I really like him. He's so cute. As a mother of boys, you can probably understand, you know. He's really a real sweetheart. The Strength card is different. I love it. The World. Now, this is PG-13. There's some boobies. And the Fool, I love it. It reminds me of my oldest, whose birthday was yesterday. He's from 22, and it reminds me of his personality. Just kind of goofy and, yeah. This little boy is so precious. The Ten of Wands. The Lovers. And I normally don't love the Lovers card, but this one, I love it so much. And this is my life plan card, the Hermit. Another one I normally don't like, the Hierophant, but this one I do. He's got that grandfatherly, you want to get at him for advice, spiritual advice, leadership. The Four of Swords, I love her. She's adorable. Five of Cups, I love horses, and look at them horses. They're watery horses. And my most favorite card out of this deck is the Three of Wands. Mommy and Daddy and Baby. Okay, so I've gushed over that deck. What tarot card do you think stands for you now? This is from another deck. And I'm gonna say, I think my life card, the Hermit, because I'm kind of at another stage in my life. You know, I'm kind of keeping to myself. Trying to recruit and regroup and figure out what I want to do next, where I want to go, where do I want to be, that sort of thing. What card stands for who you want to be? As a Capricorn, Pentacles is supposed to be a Capricorn suit. So I'm gonna say that I want to be most like the Queen of Pentacles. And the Queen of Pentacles is a strong, stable, earthy woman. And that's where, you know, I want to be. I want to be her, you know. Um, don't we all want to be her? You know, she's also very sexy, confident, you know, the queen. Draw a tarot card and tell us how it answers the question, what does the universe want you to know right now? Seven of Cups. And I think this has to do with, you know, making a choice, you know, what way do you want to go? And I've like struggled for the last 2 years upon finding my path and starting tarot. Is I struggle between, you know, now I'm older. I've got, you know, 3 of my 5 boys are grown up and gone out of the house, and I have two younger ones left at home. So I kind of have a little bit more time of what I want for me. And I've wanted to follow this path for a real long time. I also wanted to learn tarot. But when I first started at the age of 20, I was, mind you, a teen mom. I had my oldest son, who just turned 22 yesterday, when I was 17 years old. So I was a teen mom, you know. And by the time I got to age 20, I was married with 3 kids, you know. Because I went on and had, you know, 2 more kids with my husband. And so when that didn't work out, that left me 20 years old, 3 children, and on my own. You know, I was raising 3 kids by myself by the time I was 20 because he wasn't going to help. You know, he was one of those, he could make them but couldn't take care of them type men. And he's still that way, you know. But I found myself really overwhelmed, and I kind of put it to the side. I ended up gifting my deck and my cloth and my books to a friend because it was too much. So I moved on, you know. But now that I've, you know, been there, done that, you know, I have a little bit more time. I can learn tarot like I wanted to. So, I think this is all about choices and, you know, what am I going to choose, you know? Because there are times I'm like, oh, this is too much, you know, because I'm learning, you know, the pagan path, and I'm learning about tarot, and both are pretty, I didn't realize how much studying goes into tarot. It's not just you read a book and bam, you know it, because you don't. There's so many different things that go into learning it. You know, some people can pick a, you know, deck up and they just know it, you know. And I'm wanting to not just be a regular reader. I want to be an intuitive reader because I feel at times, even though I've had that gut feeling, I've ignored it. But I feel I have a strong enough intuition that I could be like a psychic or intuitive and tarot reader. So, anyway. Question number 5. Do you have any cards you must love in order to work with the devil, or the deck? Excuse me. And that is the Hermit and the Devil. If I do not like the Hermit or I do not like the Devil card, it's pretty much no bueno. No bueno. Number 6. Why tarot and not some other form of divination? Again, like I said, at the age of 20, I felt a pull to tarot. That's what I wanted to learn. Some people do Ouija boards. More power to you, because I won't touch one. And that's just because of experiences I've, had, and other friends have had. If you're coming at the Ouija with, responsible, you know, and respectable, then that's one thing. But me, myself, no. I will do tarot all day, every day. And I have a love for art, and I feel a lot of tarot is art. What is the first tarot book you can remember reading about tarot besides the Little White Book? And I had bought the book with my first deck of cards. It was Tarot Everything, How to Read Tarot by Sky Alexander. Yeah, that was the name of the book. Number 8. What tarot person would you like to sit down with and have a chat with about tarot? It would probably be Arwen Lynch herself, because she's very down to earth, and I have a feeling that she isn't one of those that would talk down to you, but talk to you, because I've seen it in the tarot world, just as I've seen it in the pagan world. People get sassy and, nasty if you don't, know something like they do. And very argumentative. It's just like, in the witchy community, you got witches, some older experienced witches, they just kind of, to the newbies, we don't, you don't know anything, boo-boo, go along, like you'd talk to a little kid. And that's just not right. Tell me one tarot channel you watch and why. Owl Moon 513. She was one of the first tarot reviewers I came across when I was interested in tarot. And most of the decks I bought was because of a review she's done. Because I feel she's one of the best tarot reviewers out there. How many decks do you have? I have 22 tarot decks and 2 oracle decks. And that the 2 oracle decks is the Viking Oracle and I wish I knew this. It's Italian guy, and I can't think of his name right now. Something Visions. Something Dream Visions or something like that. Oracle. Do you mix oracles with tarot when you read? I only recently, I give practice reads. I practice. I'm my mom, and I have done one tarot reading, and I added oracles in with it as well. Have you created your own tarot card or deck? No, but I'd like to. Because I really like Star Wars. I'm not a buff. My boyfriend's the buff. He's probably one of those you wouldn't want to sit down and play Star Wars trivia with, because he'll probably beat your ass experience. But I would definitely love to make a Star Wars tarot deck. Do you read for yourself? Yes, I do, because who am I going to practice on? Surely not going to practice on this dope sitting right here. I don't know if you can see him, but that's the dog. I'm surely not going to sit there and, give my dog a tarot reading. Because that would be kind of wasted. So, anyway. Goofball. he is not my familiar. Not my familiar at all. Uh, as you can tell. But I do love him, even though he's a creep. Um, let's see. What are your favorite questions to be asked for reading for someone else? I'm going to have to skip that one because I haven't done very many tarot readings. And when I do, um, because I don't want to get all wrapped up in the accuracy of it, um, but I like to tell people to think of their own questions in their mind and not tell me what their questions are, but silently, I'll let the, unlike some people, they don't like other people handling their deck, which to each their own. Everybody's got their own thing, but I smudged the hell out of mine, so I'm good with it. But, unless it's my personal deck, which is the Journey of the Hidden Realms and my Shadowscapes decks, I won't read anybody off my own personal decks. Those two I will not use on anybody. Oh, and the Dreams of Gaia. That one's mine too. I won't read anybody else off that one. But I just ask. What I do is I'll hand you my deck. I'll have you shuffle it. I'll have you think about the questions you want to ask, because sometimes there are questions that are really personal. And yes, I believe that reading tarot for somebody is personal, but at the same token, there are some questions people just aren't, comfortable with asking. So what I'll have them do is sit and think about, while they're, shuffling the cards, what they want to ask the tarot. And I will ask at the end of the reading, did it answer your questions? And I've had a couple of people that I did readings for say, "Oh my God, your cards are right. You're right on the money." Because I'll get kind of intuitive feelings about people when I'm reading for them. And I'll ask them questions, and it's usually pretty accurate, and that's when I know I'm on the right path. But anyway, what is the craziest, and this is number 15, what is the craziest thing that happened for you during a reading? And I will have to say I got all reversals, and me myself, because I'm so new and I'm still learning, I don't do reversals. I feel that once I'm more comfortable reading, then I will indeed do reversals. But when I did this particular reading, I shuffled the cards and they all came up as reversals. I shuffled them again, not knowing that your reversals usually means, if you get all reversed, it usually means there's either a blockage in the cards with the reader or with the querent. And twice, and I said sorry, I can't do a reading right now, because they were all reversed. So anyways, that's the end of the 15 questions Arwen Lynch posed, Tarot Tag 15. And I really appreciate the fact that you stopped by to listen to me aimlessly ramble for 20 minutes. Thank you for the new subscribers and the thumbs up and a big middle finger for those who give the thumbs down, because you're really not bothering me. The thing is you're still giving it attention if you're giving me a thumbs down. So, whatever, to each their own. Not everybody's going to like it, and I get that. I'm fine with that. The thumbs down doesn't bother me. But, so that is all I got for right now. I'm going to be doing another one by Arwen. It's the 10 tarot questions, and that'll be in the next video. Thank you. Have a nice day. Many blessings.